Welcome back to Tracy Finance 101. My lovelies, have you ever wondered how the rich keep having money for generations and generations and generations? And you wonder, how does the money last that long? Well, they do set up things like trust funds. You hear it all the time in these movies and soap operas. My trust fund. And you wonder, or you probably think that's beyond your scope, but it's not really. It's not really. All you need to do is set up a family bank. And you just put your sum of money in there. Make sure you have whole life insurance. That means insurance to last your whole life. And you make sure when you go that the bank, the family bank, is the beneficiary. And if anyone wants to borrow from the family bank, needs to have the family bank as the beneficiary. They have to have whole life insurance, whole life. That means insurance that's going to last their whole life, not term. That means term is only for a short period of time, 10, 20, 30 years, but whole life insurance. And you set that up with an estate attorney, and you make up the terms of your family bank. And it's money that can last a long time. People can borrow it, for money for down payment for a house. They can do a lot of things for a business. They can set up a business with that money and repay it. And if they don't repay it, their life insurance repays it. So it's something to consider if you want to have generational wealth and you don't think you're a Rockefeller to do that. And it's really helpful to look into that. Because you don't want to have a beneficiary that just squanders the money away. And it won't be left, you don't have money left to go past one child or whoever, one generation. But this way you can have more money. You can have, especially have a large family. This way your money can be spread out more. And you just have to make the family bank the beneficiary. And you might say, Tracy, I don't want to make the family bank the sole beneficiary of my money. Well, you can always have more than one beneficiary. And you always can have more than one life insurance plan. So you can do it the traditional way too, as well as have another insurance plan for the family bank. And then you can have a regular one that goes out to whoever you want to do it with. But definitely consider setting up a family bank with an estate attorney. It's something that sets your family up for generational wealth. The future generations will appreciate you for this. And you can set up the terms for this family bank. So basically, if little Johnny wants to borrow some money, he borrows, he pays it back. If he doesn't pay it back, the family bank will get it in the back end when he passes. And that sets up. And the money just keeps accumulating, and rolling and getting bigger and bigger and bigger because of compounding interest and things like that. Well, it depends on how you set it up. So you talk to an estate attorney and see if this is even possible for you. And you might say, I don't have a lot of money. Well, you start with something, okay? And it will build over time. What do you guys think of this? What do you think? Is this something to set up? Especially if you have a large family or you want to give to more than one person in the family or a couple of people in the family. This way you can give it out to generations. So it's definitely something to consider, setting up a family bank. So next time, talk to an estate attorney and see how this can be planned. And if it can be planned under certain guidelines of how you would like to do it. It is something that, for future generations will appreciate you in the future, especially when they want to put money down on the house and they can go to the bank and get it. But they don't have to go to a traditional bank. They can go to the family bank without all of those boxes they have to check off. As well, they might want to open up a business. And guess what? They can get the seed money from the family bank. That's how you set your family up for generational wealth. You don't have to be a Rockefeller to live comfortably and have some form of generational wealth. All right, my lovelies, let me know what you think about this in the comments section, and I'll check you all out on the flip side.